Cool. Um, Welcome to day 14 of the 75 Hard. I am yet to read my 10 pages today, but everything else is checked off. Actually, no, I still need to do a progress picture. The progress picture will get easier. I think that currently is the hardest stage of the 75 Hard because it's at the beginning where my body isn't where it wants to be. There are some improvements. I think my overall frame is, I guess, getting better, and I feel more confident in myself. My workouts are getting easier. The water is pretty consistent. It's gotten a little bit easier. The reading has stayed somewhat kind of. It wouldn't be hard. I guess I have an excuse where I'm pressed for time. At time of recording, it is 8:30. Remember when we started this challenge? I was recording at 10:30. Now I'm recording at 8:30. We're seeing some improvement there. Partly motivated by the fact that I have to be up at 4:45 a.m. tomorrow in order to get to work on time, as is the state of having a driver's license that is suspended. I got to bike it everywhere. So props is getting to work becomes a workout because that's overall about an hour and 10, hour and 15. So that can be one of my two workouts of the day. So that's, I guess, a bonus. I had a work placement shift today, and that was eye-opening. Just an experience that I'd never had before. Yeah, I was surrounded by a lot of people who were less fortunate than I was, and I don't know. I want to help them. I want to have a positive impact on a lot of people's lives. That's always just kind of been something that I want to do. I'm kind of liking how the mullet's coming along. It looks like there's a where my hair's sitting at the moment that I've got a filthy Australian mullet paired with the mo. Oh, and the Flavor Saver. That's what I figured out. That's what this is called. This there, it's called the Flavor Saver. I always called it the Orlando Bloom because that's what I saw in Pirates of the Caribbean. I just like that aesthetic, but yeah, Flavor Saver because whatever comes out of here gets saved by here, and I can taste it later. Okay. That's fucking weird. I never claimed not to be. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna keep going. I feel like I have hopped on a ship and I have been sailing out to sea so far, and I'm 14 days into the 75 hard, and I can't see the port where I left, but I also can't see the destination to where I'm headed. All I know is I need to keep rowing. I feel in between places at the moment. That's part of the journey. Yeah, you don't go from certainty to certainty. And I just know I need to weather the storm and keep a level head and keep going. I'm making myself proud. My integrity has become a central focus and part of my life, and I want to stand by it. And I won't allow my integrity to be broken, to be sabotage, betrayed, corruptible. Um, yeah, I think in the past I have wanted to maintain my integrity, but I didn't believe in a world that someone who maintained their integrity kind of, I guess, wins in the end. We see it in movies a lot. The person who is uh, unchanging and unbending in their integrity is usually the one that dies. And the hero of the story is someone with tarnished or broken integrity, and they're on a journey to making it full. So I guess, I don't know. I guess I wanted to be the hero of my story, so I kind of emulated that, where I would deliberately break my own integrity in the past, but I'm not doing it now. I've traveled that road for 27 years, um, and I'm now on a path where I refuse to compromise. Um, I'm trusting that if I maintain my discipline and my commitment and my integrity, that I will lose friends. I'm going to. Um, but in doing so, it will make way and make space for those who are meant to be in my life. There might be people who are on the fringes of my social circle at the moment, who, if I had committed to myself and kept to my word and my word meant something, they would become like a close friend of mine. But because of my betrayal of self, they stay on the fringes. We don't know. Um, yeah, but that's what I'm gonna do. Um, I'm trying. So I've got playing a. I'm playing a Warhammer tournament on Saturday. I only got into it like 2-3 months ago, and it's gonna my first ever proper game is gonna be on Saturday in a tournament. And I can say proudly that I have prepped as best as I could. I have learned everything. For those that don't know, 10th edition Warhammer was out, and I read through all the rules of 10th edition from cover to cover on the rule pages, and it was about 90 pages long. And then as soon as I did that, 11th edition dropped with a new set of 90 pages of rules, and I read that cover to cover. I have done, in 3 months, 200 hours of prep for this tournament. And I've done practice games with friends of mine, and I am currently I've won 0 games and lost 7. They're both very good, and it sucks. But this is just kind of another avenue of learning, being beaten over and over again, and getting up again, and trying again and trying again and trying again. And it has been frustrating. But I'm proud of myself because I know I'm going into this tournament on Saturday with having done everything that I could. And maybe I'm just shit at the game. Maybe I am. But I know I'm not leaving anything on the table. I've done all that I can. I should say as well, the 2 people that I played in the practice games are incredibly good. Very good. Some of the best in the state. So maybe I have a high bar expecting to beat them when one of them has thousands of games under his belt and the other has 100. One of them has been playing for over a decade. Anyway, like that aside, that's just one little project in my life where I know I've given absolutely everything I could. My new job, I have about 45 training modules to get through on top of 12 weeks of actual in-class training and prac, etc., etc., etc. And I'm proud of myself for that as well, because I'm doing absolutely everything I can to the best of my ability, and I'm leaving every day like I am right now, absolutely fucking drained and exhausted, but I feel fulfilled almost. Um, but I'm proud of myself for being able to do this with Warhammer and with my job, because I don't think I've done that with acting yet. I've put in good work with acting, but I've never gone all out. I've never committed 100%, and I'd like to do that. I know it's within my ability. I've demonstrated it in 2 scenarios in my life right now. The next 10 weeks will be pretty damn busy, but I'll fit in acting where I can. It might be on the back burner for 10 weeks, but then after that, it's going to come firing. I'm going to swing, and I'm going to swing hard. Yeah, I'll leave it for now at that. I'm proud of myself. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Day 15, 14, something like that.